big money in politics when he flew unchallenged into highly restricted airspace and landed his gyrocopter on the Capitol lawn yesterday. With him on board, letters urging every member of the U.S. Congress to reform campaign finance laws. But no matter the intentions, the flight is raising serious security questions. Joining us now is Andre Guillermo. He's a former U.S.Capitol police officer, currently an intelligence analyst at the Central California Intelligence Center. Andre, you spent 8 years here in Washington with the U.S.Capitol Police. Were you surprised something like this could happen?
I was more surprised that a gyrocopter made it that far in, but in 8 years at the U.S. Capitol, you come to expect the unexpected. We had ricin attacks. We had the infamous anthrax letters. We recently had at the White House a drone land on the White House lawn. Capitol Police has to be prepared for everything that you do not get trained for in the police academy.
Was there a possibility that the pilot of this little gyrocopter, a 61-year-old mailman, someone described as a sort of a flying bicycle, as he was coming in, U.S. Capitol Police could have just shot him because they didn't know what he had on board?
That's a tough call to make. The use of force continuum is based on threats to yourself and those around you. And it really doesn't prepare you for the approach of a gyrocopter. The police officers did a great job. They know that they're accountable for every shot that comes out of their weapon. They made an assessment. They also know that depending on where the approach was, those rounds could have hit any number of parks. It could have hit the mall. It could have hit the Congressional House office buildings. So they were prudent in not taking that shot. You have to consider.
Certainly with hindsight, they were prudent because we know this guy was trying to make a political statement, but as he was coming in over the Capitol, flying over this really restricted airspace, over the White House, up the mall, up to the U.S. Capitol, you don't know what he's got. You don't know if he's got a machine gun. You don't know if he has a missile. You don't know if he has explosives, if he has anthrax. You don't know what he has, do you?
Absolutely. They were forced to make a quick assessment, and I think they took a look at, the closer he got, the better of a view they had, and I think they were prudent in their actions.
Better to, well, certainly with hindsight, what we know now, they were prudent. What do they need to do to make sure this doesn't happen again?
That's difficult. How do you, without putting a net over the city, it's tough. Law enforcement has been focused so much on drone issues and the kind of havoc they can wreak, and not even for nefarious purposes, just as a nuisance. But now we have a gyrocopter problem. I don't see that as being continuous, but this could have been prevented. There were people that knew ahead of time, and I don't think there was a timely notification that was made to either U.S. Secret Service or the intelligence arm for the Capitol Police.
Andre Guillermo, thanks very much for joining us. I know that they're investigating, major investigations underway right now. We'll see what happens, what lessons are learned. Appreciate it very much. Still ahead, that gyrocopter landing near the Capitol is raising serious questions. We're going to get some answers from the chairman of the Senate Homeland Security Committee, Senator Ron Johnson, standing by live.